The next caller is Jacob from Colchester. Jacob, good evening.
Hello, Nigel.
Hi.
I'd like to expand on your point that you just made.
Yep.
That, yes, our nuclear deterrent is not independent. We are subservient to America, and our natural ally, as was expressed by our shared idol Enoch Powell, our shared ally is Russia, and our shared enemy is America and Europe. Now, I'd just like to make the point that Trident is of no consequence to the defense of our realm. And if you'll indulge me for just a minute, to give a little bit of context, we talked about history, and we'd like to talk a little bit about the history of empires. Now, the high noon of Baghdad was in 800, but by the 10th century it became degenerate, corrupt, materialistic. Now, the high noon of our empire, as you perhaps might agree, was during Lord Salisbury's splendid isolation. But now we can see that the collapse of our due to pessimism, as we've had on this program with a couple of callers, materialism, frivolity, the welfare state, the weakening of religion, the debasement of our currency, which I've heard you speak quite a lot about, quantitative easing, which is a point that we both agree on, and fundamentally the influx of foreigners. Now, Germany is about to take in 20 million by 2020.
Jacob, fine, but let's just come back to this point about whether we should have nuclear weapons and whether they would make us. And okay, there is this question about how independent as a nuclear deterrent it is. But on the big principle, Jacob, do you think the United Kingdom should have a nuclear deterrent?
Well, we have a nuclear deterrent, but the question is whether or not we should renew it. And whether or not we renew it is of no consequence, because the reason that we're going to be destroyed as a country is not because of Russia dropping nuclear bombs on us. It's from within. It's from the collapse of our own society.
Fine. Jacob, fine. And I do understand the point that you're making, but it is slightly so. I'm trying to keep this debate onto the issue of Trident and whether we have a nuclear deterrent, how independent it is or not. I would just say this to you, that idle was a bit of a strong word used earlier, but yeah, Powell thought Russia was our traditional ally, not America. That was a view that he took. All I would say, Jacob, is this: the point about having a nuclear deterrent should be that you never know in the future who the enemy is going to be, North Korea or whoever it may be. I, like you and all of us, have questions about the cost of Trident, have small doubts about how independent it is, and I'm not a fanatical Trident supporter. I wish we didn't have to have it. I just think that it's a modern reality that, frankly, we have to have it. But anyway, Jacob, thank you very much indeed for your call.